All right, everyone. Happy Festivus. Yes, indeed. It is December 23rd. It's a fictional holiday from Seinfeld, actually, with the airing of the Grievances and so forth. First, I wanted to show you some really cool stuff that my mom's friend Steven made for me. He made me a Stolas drawing, and he's really good at this. He's got a whole notebook full of stuff. Also, Alistair from Has Been Hotel. I have no grievance with him. He's a cool dude. He makes models and stuff like that, and they are really, really fucking good. In fact, he has a model of the steamship Natchez in its unrebuilt form, actually, so I thought that that was exceptionally cool, because I've literally been on the ship. I'm like, that looks familiar. Oh, it's the same ship. Oh, okay. Down in New Orleans, actually. It's time for the airing of the Grievances. I'm sure that Rand Paul will be shitposting all day. He does the Festivus tradition as well. First grievance, the candy corn posters. While I enjoy a good meme, the candy corn was a little bit of a difficult issue for me. Because I had to eat the candy corn sandwich with, ketchup and peanut butter, actually. And ended up vomiting afterwards. Now people are habitually DMing me on Twitter with candy corn images. You know who you are. This is one thing that I would wish that you would not do further. This is going to be a flippant video, by the way. This is not meant to be serious. It's Festivus, so you don't have to be. When you're sending me candy corn pictures, it makes me retch a little bit. Maybe I have to re-eat my own vomit in my mouth or something like that. Just joking on that front, but yeah, I don't appreciate the candy corn. Secondly, I would like to air a grievance about the Republican Party. You are all idiots. Well, most of you at least. Trump's not an idiot. Rand Paul's not an idiot. There are a handful of you that know what you're doing. For the most part, though, you're a bunch of retards. You have absolutely no clue what you're doing. You're handed victory, and somehow, inexplicably, you snatch defeat from it. This happens over and over and over again. The Republican Party is a goddamn hot mess. But that's not as big as the next grievance, which is with the Democratic Party. You're even more of a mess. Fetterman the other day is praising Donald Trump. You don't know what you're doing either. Apparently we have no political party in the United States that is fully functional. And this does not surprise me. It's been a while since one of the parties was fully functional at all. In the Republican Party, you've got Lindsey Graham on the Budget Committee, actually, which is a terrible idea. You've got Mitch McConnell still leading the Senate, at least at this time, although he's stepping down from that role after January 20th. You've got a lot of problems in the Republican and Democratic parties. Next grievance, the Libertarian Party. You should have done better. Having an alternative to the two-party system would be wonderful, but you can't stop infighting. You have absolutely no idea what you're doing either. You're functioning like a U.S. political party. In that sense, I suppose it's a victory. Gary Johnson? That other bitch that ran for office, whoever the hell ran for the Libertarians this time around, I think his name was Chase or something like that. I don't even remember his name because he got so few votes. I believe that he lost to RFK Jr. despite the fact that RFK Jr. was not on the docket in most states. Yeah, that's rather telling now, isn't it? So happy Festivus, everyone. Now I've got more grievances to air. Let's air some more. Sigilstone. You shitpost on Rumble all of the time. And I don't really mind the pingus stuff. I think that it's funny, actually, because you're gobbling up the chat, but you appear to be half of the chats that actually come in. From now on, you have to pay me if you want to say the pingus thing. To Wasted Bonehead, I have no problem with you. You seem to be the more sane one, and you're apparently a zombie. Please don't go around boning anyone, okay? That's all I ask for. I would also like to air a grievance about Amazon. Amazon right now facing, I believe, a Teamsters strike. I don't know if they've settled things with them. While I enjoy the fact that I can self-publish with you, you also algorithmically demote me, which is rather sad because I used to be promoted, probably before you understood my political leanings. And so now my sales have been cut in half. Still a nice piece of money. Don't worry, I'm not complaining about that. But at the same time, you know, it could be better. It could be much larger than that, and it used to be. So I'm pissed off at you. Also, I would like to air a grievance, actually, about Hegseth. Hegseth is becoming dead weight on the Trump administration, which I voted for, I supported, and I still do. Why don't you, you should probably back down from that particular position. Just saying it would be probably politically helpful if you did so. Next, I'll air a grievance about somebody else, namely Kasich. Kasich, who ran for office in 2016. He's still a thorn in the side of the Trump administration, despite that I think he's a commentator on the web, actually, at this point. Still pumping it out, despite the fact that he has no relevance whatsoever. And finally, Cenk Uygur, which I believe we will be talking about later on the Quartercast, actually. Cenk is currently trying to ham it up with the right wing. Trying to convince them, well, I was always against the Democratic Party and, you know, bullshit like that. Nobody's taken in by your bullshit, Cenk. You're not going to be invited to this party because you were always against it. You were for literally fucking years. You're trying to salvage your career. It's not going to work. You know, fuck yourself, basically. Finally, I suppose, to Destiny, because he tried to rope-a-dope me years ago. I'm airing a grievance against you, Destiny, because you may have sucked Nick Fuentes' cock at some point. I don't care what you do in your private time, and I came out and supported you and Nick Fuentes, and I don't want Nick Fuentes to get shot with a crossbow, just to be clear. But you're still a piece of shit. Just saying that. That's about all. Peace out.